Greetings everyone, Shim here. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the big delay between videos. I ended up going back to work, and with work and managing a little one and all that kind of stuff, it's been a bit hectic and haven't had the time to sit down and record audio, make a video, but here we are. Thank you for coming back. Today, I have a little bit of a different video, and I want this to be a love letter to a form of motorsport that I think is underappreciated, especially in the United States. And it's probably pretty obvious from the title, but that motorsport discipline is rally racing. Now, when I was a little kid, my first experience with rally racing was with a game on the original Xbox called Rally Sport Challenge. I don't know what it was about this game that had me as a little kid gravitate towards it, because I had no idea what rally racing was before this video game. But something about it resonated with me. I don't know if it was the stages being very different from any other racing game I've seen, or whether it was the fun of trying to beat my dad's times in the time trial mode. At the end of the day, something clicked. And it wasn't until much later that I actually started to fully understand what rally racing was. Back when I was a little kid, I actually thought it was funny that different turns were called easy, medium, hard, and especially the hairpin. I thought that was really funny that a turn was called a hairpin. I don't know. I was a kid. I was small. I didn't understand. I don't know. Anyway, fast forward to about a year and a half ago. On my Steam homepage, there's a game for sale, Dirt Rally 2.0. And I'd heard really good things about it, and I decided to get it. Again, it was on like super sale for like $5, and if you see it for super sale on $5, you should buy it too. Anyway, I digress. Bought it. Now I've spent many an hour in Dirt Rally 2.0, and now the more recent release by Codemasters, which is EA Sports WRC. I know, it's got EA Sports in front of it, but don't be alarmed. This is an anomaly when it comes to an EA game. And it's actually very feature-rich and really quite good. Again, anyway, I got back into rally racing about a year and a half ago. And immediately I got these memories of playing Rally Sport Challenge when I was a kid. And the satisfaction of having a stage that you have nothing about and trying to do your best on it with cars that are, rear wheel drive, front wheel drive, maybe even all wheel drive, but have way more power than should be allowed on the roads that you're racing on. I'm just trying to improve your driving style by yourself. And I really do think that people could benefit from doing more rally racing. In today's motorsport scene, especially with the sim racing scene, all the focus is on multiplayer experiences or track racing experiences. Everyone wants to go up against other people and do their best. The problem is, I don't think most people are good enough at motorsport to be able to race against people, at least right away. There's a lot you can learn on the track. Racecraft is a super important thing. Being able to race against other people side by side is a really good skill to learn when it comes to your motorsport experience. But overall car control can be really difficult for somebody new to sim racing and motorsport to learn. And I think rally racing does a really great job of helping people to learn how to adapt to different cars and how to adapt their driving style for different situations. There's actually a really good video that a good friend of mine, Kevin from Brat Mouse Racing, did on his channel, and I'll link that in my description. But please check that out. He talks about how rally racing can really be a great analog to learning how to drive faster in motorsport sims like Assetto Corsa Competizione. That's what he talks about specifically. But if you're playing Gran Turismo or Forza Motorsport, I think the same would apply. Rally motorsport or rally racing helps you become adaptable to different situations. For track racing, you can learn a track and you can memorize every turn and you can really kind of foolproof the system and learn a track. But when it comes to rally racing, sure, you can memorize the different stages, but these stages can take upwards of 10, 15. In the case of WRC, it can take maybe even 30 minutes to complete a stage. And while sure, you can memorize everything, it's going to take you a lot longer. And it's much more beneficial for you to just worry about learning how to drive the car and learning how to drive it properly and being able to adapt to whatever situation the stage throws at you. I think that's where a lot of people struggle when they are playing sim racing games today, is that you put yourself in a situation that's different than what you're used to, and you crumble and you fall apart and you get frustrated. Well, with rally racing, the whole situation is new. Every single stage is new. Even if it's something you've done before, you might be in a different car, a different class of car. It might be front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, all wheel drive. All of it races different. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about rally racing is it can help you be adaptable. It can help you learn how to be a better driver at your core and not just somebody who hot laps and memorizes your tracks and your braking zones and makes it a science. I think that raw nature of rally racing is what makes it so special and why it resonates so much with me personally. So much about the rally racing scene is homegrown. It's kind of, you know, boots on the ground, in your backyard style of racing. I know that rally racing isn't huge in the United States, but I do know of small little rally events that happen even in my own state. And there are a few events around the US that people can participate in with their own cars that they race or that they drive on the road. And you don't have to have any special, tires. You don't have to have a special car. You just take the car you have and you see what you can do. Now, yeah, you maybe have to pay for fuel and you're probably going to need to get some new tires after that, but that homegrown country style of racing is something that really resonates with me and something that rally racing games, especially the new WRC, which I encourage you all to check out, it's something that I think they emulate really well. Going through these quaint little country roads and these little towns and farmsteads, something of that reminds me of my own rural upbringing and driving through the gravel roads, driving up the rock cut and twisting on these beautiful, beautiful stretches of road in your car and just cruising and seeing how fast you can take different turns. That's what rally racing's all about. It's a motorsport, I feel like, for the average person, and I really hope that it can get more love in the future. So, if you're struggling with your racing and if you want to try out something new, or you want to have something that just feels a little bit more homegrown, a little bit more down to earth, give a rally racing game a try. There's so many good ones out there. Dirt Rally 2.0, Richard Burns Rally if you really want to go back, and now the new EA Sports WRC. There's so much great content in the sphere of rally racing out there, and I really think a lot of people could benefit from knowing a little bit more about it. Anyway, my name is Shim. Thank you for tuning in, and hope you have a nice day. Peace.